Morning, Sarge.
Morning. Who's this?
Business card says Aaron Samuelson's locksmith, Lambeth address.
Blood on the brickwork behind him suggests probable cause of death as head injury after being slammed into the wall.
Someone really didn't like this Aaron Samuelson.
Tallies with his wallet still being in his pocket. This wasn't a robbery.
The phone isn't password protected. It looks like the majority of the calls are from Stacey Ford, work and home. Presumably, this is her.
Have I seen him before?
Then I might be on the system.
Gambling man. Maybe he had a run-in with somebody he owes money to.
Maybe not. Okay, Billy and I will go and break the news to this Stacey Ford. Can you finish up here?
Yeah, of course. Aaron Samuelson was called out on a pay-as-you-go. No subscriber details, and it was only used for one call.
So it was a setup?
Billy thought she might recognize our victim. She was right. This could get personal for her.
Aaron got a call out. An emergency one, you know? Someone locked themselves out of their car. And he was all up about it because it's easy money. Called them his bill payers.
What time was this?
I was heading out for work. I start at 10. Well, I'm a cleaner. I do the night shift. So, 9:15. Yeah, that's the last time I saw him.
We found a card for a gambler's support group in his wallet.
What?
Would you know if he was in debt?
Aaron wasn't a gambler. He was a decent man. Kept himself to himself and he barely went out. If we ever argued about anything, it was that. He could stay in all week.
No fallouts with family?
He didn't have any.
What about friends?
Aaron moved down from Lincoln 2 years ago. 3. Worked for himself. Wasn't much chance to make new friends.
How did you two meet?
Where everyone meets. Online.
We just spoke to the girlfriend and got nothing. Maybe a bit too much of nothing. Aaron Samuelson had no family or friends anywhere on the financial records.
Just about to fill the boss in.
Why don't we go into my office? Billy, can you line up what we know so far, please?
Sure, boss.
This is about the chief superintendent. I'm still thinking about the best way to approach him.
It's not about Mark Groom. Robert.
It's about Billy. Aaron Samuelson isn't our victim's real name. His fingerprints are a match for a Leon Renton in the system for minor shoplifting when he was 18.
Okay.
Leon Renton was the key witness for the prosecution in a trial against an old schoolmate of his called Kit Hughes.
Hughes was convicted of manslaughter 10 years ago.
Am I supposed to know that name?
It's who Hughes killed.
Billy.
I recognize the victim. His name isn't Aaron Samuelson, it's Leon Renton. He testified against the guy that killed my dad. But you already knew that. This is Kit Hughes. He got 12 years for manslaughter.
What happened?
My dad was walking through Dalston when he saw these two, Kit Hughes and Melanie Palmer, giving Leon Renton a kicking.
And he stepped in.
Yeah. Next thing, Kit Hughes went for my dad. Dad hit his head on the pavement and died.
Did your dad know any of them?
He taught all three when they were at school a couple of years before.
Why manslaughter, not murder?
Hughes claimed in court that it was self-defense, that my dad hit him first.
What did Leon Renton testify?
Leon swore that Kit Hughes provoked my dad by whispering something that set him off.
And if Hughes was provoked, it was manslaughter, not murder.
What did Hughes whisper?
Leon didn't hear what he said, which meant it was disregarded.
Why were Kit Hughes and Melanie Palmer attacking Leon in the first place?
That never came out, even at the trial. But surely Leon Renton's murder has nothing to do with my dad's case. Kit Hughes is still inside.
Billy, Kit Hughes got early release from prison 3 weeks ago.
I'm sure your mum's fine.
If Kit Hughes is settling scores, my mum's the one who persuaded Leon to testify against him. Voicemail.
Is that usual?
Sometimes she forgets to turn her phone on. She's not answering at home either.
Why don't you go and see her? Put your mind at rest.
Thank you.
I'll drive her.
He said my dad had a massive brain bleed. Kit Hughes left him to die on the street. I was in double maths. School secretary came in with the heads, took me outside. I thought, what have I done this time? But I could tell by the look on their faces something terrible had happened. Then I saw my mum, down the corridor.
Chief Superintendent,
Sergeant.
can I have a word? Jack, now that we're working in the same building and after all that we went through...
Not the best way to describe our marriage, is it?
No. Well, I wondered if we should go for a drink or something.
Yes, I'd love that. Tonight suit you?
Yeah, great.
Looking forward to it.
I've got a date tonight with my ex-husband.
Thanks. I know this isn't easy. It's worth finding out what Kit Hughes has been up to since his release. And Melanie Palmer.
I'll get onto it.
How did your mum persuade Leon Renton to give evidence against Kit Hughes?
She knew his mum through church. They both put pressure on Leon to do the right thing. This is it. Stop here. Mum! Mum!
No keys.
No, they're in my flat. Mum!
She might just be out, you know?
Mum! She's not answering her mobile. She's not calling me back. Mum!
Hang on, are you sure?
Mum! Mum? Mum, it's me. She's not here.
I've called the police.
Mum! Mum, where have you been? Why's your phone off? You scared the hell out of me.
You broke in. I thought I'd been burgled. I mean, what on earth?
You were off the grid, Mrs. F. Billy was having a bit of a mare over it. Sorry about the glass. We'll sort something out.
Mayor, about what? What's happened?
Mum. Mum. It's Kit Hughes. He's been released.
I know that. I just don't understand what that's got to do with you breaking my window.
You knew Kit Hughes was out?
Yes. I got a call from the probation service. I thought about telling you, but...
You thought? What the hell, Mum?
I better cancel your mum's 999 call. Billy, I'll let the detective inspector know that everything's all right. Good to see you again, Mrs. F.
You too, Ron. Cup of tea? That's exactly why I didn't say anything. I didn't want you reliving everything.
So you'd rather I just bumped into Kit Hughes on the street then?
You must have known with good behavior. He was near the end of his sentence. Why discuss the obvious?
Why discuss anything at all? Leon Renton was found murdered this morning. I think it might have been Kit Hughes.
Can't believe it.
I'm sorry. I know you had a lot of respect for Leon and him for you.
Leon's dead. And you're saying that you know it was Kit that did it?
He's a suspect.
No, that doesn't make sense. Kit's only just been released. He changed in prison. That's what the probation report said.
Some people can make you believe anything, Mum.
Can you detail your whereabouts for yesterday?
I spent the day with my dad at his place. That's where I've been paroled. I went to evening worship at 6, and I met my outreach worker here at 7. He asked me to be part of a group session with some of the kids. We got talking after, and I've got 10 p.m. curfew, so he let me sleep on the sofa in his flat next door. He's out at the moment, but do you want his number?
Please.
Have you had any contact with Leon Renton or Melanie Palmer since your release?
Nah, nothing. Please, check my phone.
Do you have more than one phone?
Nope. It's a shock, Leon's death. I've obviously thought about him a lot when I was in prison. And nowadays, after ending my penance, he's dead. I did a terrible thing to Mike Fitzgerald and his family. I intend to spend my life making up for it. I've swept away your offenses like a cloud. Your sins like the morning mist. Return to me for...
But I have redeemed you.
I would like your phone so that I can transfer the data onto this laptop, with your permission.
Of course. I'm just happy to help.
How was it?
Well, he's found God, and, each to their own, but he's wearing it a bit thick.
How about an alibi for last night?
His outreach worker said that he was at the centre all evening and that he stayed with him between 10 at night and 7 in the morning.
Seriously?
You might have to accept that Kit Hughes has nothing to do with it.
Sarge, Hughes is clever.
I'm sorry, Billy, but as regards any evidence, the guy's in the clear.
Uniform, we've just got Melanie Palmer out of bed. She's on her way in.
I'm Detective Sergeant Vivian Cole, and this is Detective Inspector David Bradford. Can you tell us when you last saw Leon Renton?
Years ago. He moved away, didn't he?
He moved back 2-3 years ago. Last night, someone murdered him.
What, do you think I had something to do with it? I never even saw him. I've never killed anyone. That's mad.
No, but you stood back while other people got killed.
Can you tell us what you were doing between 10 p.m. yesterday and 7 a.m. today?
Bottle of vodka and a movie. So that's me. Get a lie detector test if you want, but I didn't kill no one.
What?
It's Hughes' mobile. There's calls to your mum and vice versa.
What, so my mum's gonna be treated as a suspect now?
No. Your mum's going to be treated like a relevant witness who hasn't told us all that she knows. Rob, invite Mrs. Fitzgerald in for interview, please.
Boss.
Oh, funny to finally see the place.
Thanks for coming in, Mrs. F.
You're welcome, Rob. Though I did have to ask a neighbour to keep an eye on my front door.
Sorry, we'll sort out a glazer.
I brought something in. Didn't know, but you like a biscuit, don't you?
Thank you. The detective inspector won't be long.
Right.
Please, take a seat. Your mum brought biscuits.
Oh. Thanks.
How can I help you?
I've asked you to come in because we're investigating the murder of Leon Renton. And because you made an impression on Leon that led him to give evidence against the man who was responsible for your husband's death.
I understand.
Good. Had you seen Leon Renton since he came back to London?
He came to see me about a year ago.
And you hadn't seen him or talked to him since then?
No.
But you have had contact with Kid Hughes?
Yes.
What were those conversations about?
They were about his work at the outreach center, living with his father, and his feelings about the past. You know, Billy and I, we both had to find our own ways to deal with her dad's death. She stayed angry, and I understand that. But I just couldn't cope. Waking up every day to that awful, gut-wrenching rage. I knew I had to find a different way if I was going to get through. But I didn't think Billy would understand. So that's why I kept these things from her. Not because I have anything to hide, but because it was the only way I could go on with my life.
During your dealings with Kit Hughes, can you recall any comments or feelings he expressed about Leon Renton?
Only remorse. Not what happened that day to my husband, Billy's father.
And during your dealings with Leon Renton, did he ever mention what the original fight was about?
The one my husband tried to stop?
Yes.
I don't suppose the truth can hurt Leon now.
A week before Mike Fitzgerald was killed, 3 people on mopeds robbed a security guard outside a jeweler's in Bethnal Green. They struck it lucky. The guard was carrying jewelry worth nearly 50 grand. The guard wasn't quite so fortunate. One of the gang cracked him over the head, and he was in hospital for a month.
So these three on mopeds, was that Hughes, Palmer, and the third one a victim?
Billy's mum told me Leon Renton claimed he had no part of it. According to Leon, Kit Hughes and Melanie Palmer accused him of finding out where they'd stashed the proceeds and then stealing them.
That's what they were fighting about when Billy's dad found them.
50 grand's worth of jewelry. Takes a lot of patience to sit on that for 10 years. What if Leon had started to sell it and someone found out?
I checked in with pawnbrokers local to Leon Renton and Stacey Ford. One of them was offered the yellow diamond ring a couple of weeks ago. The guy didn't take it because there was no provenance. He was concerned it might have been stolen, so he kept the CCTV.
Stacey Ford.
So, Stacey, you were arrested on suspicion of handling stolen goods. When you were searched, this ring was found in your bag. The ring matches one that was stolen from a jeweller's in Bethnal Green 10 years ago.
It looks like the same ring. Did Leon find out you were selling his stash?
Oh, he never knew.
There was a reason that Leon still had that jewelry after 10 years. Putting it on the market and selling it would have drawn attention to himself and proved that he took it in the first place.
I'm showing Miss Ford exhibit RB23, a rucksack that was found during a search on her home address. The bag contained 2 items that also matched those that were stolen in the robbery. Exhibits RB24 and RB25.
I owed £1,000, yeah? That first necklace I sold got me 700 quid.
So you're the one with the gambling problem.
I kept selling, and I kept gambling until there was just these 3 items left.
And what happened next?
If I were you, Stacey, I'd do everything you can to help us catch the person that killed Leon.
Most pawnbrokers weren't interested. One said he'd put the word about for a percentage. When he sent out the photo of the ring, I was amazed he heard back so quickly.
What was the arrangement?
We met in a cafe in Hackney 3 days ago.
Did you take the ring?
No, just to talk about money. I wanted to see if I could trust her.
Her?
What was her name?
She called herself Alex. Said she was owed the ring. Said she knew Leon of old. Guessed I was his girlfriend. She said I had to give the ring to her or someone would get hurt. I'm supposed to be meeting her today. She texted me this morning, like she still wants it.
Then you're gonna meet her.
No, I can't do that.
Detective Constable Fitzgerald.
You're...
Marsh's daughter. Mike Fitzgerald's daughter, yeah.
I heard you're a police officer.
Yeah, in conversations with my mother. In prison and since your release, and they're gonna stop. Do you understand me?
I do. I think Marsh has found them useful, but...
Stay away from my family.
Look, I don't want to cause any of you any more pain. I never expected any forgiveness. Your mum, she's a blessing.
Shut up. Just shut up. What did you say to my dad that made him so angry that night, provoked him into having a go at you before you killed him?
I didn't say anything. Leon was lying.
You're the one who's lying. Whatever you said meant you got away with murdering my dad, because that's what this was, murder.
Look, I'm sorry for what I did.
Stay away from my mum.
Billy, do you have a minute?
Yeah.
Sit down. You all right?
Has there been a complaint?
About?
I did something I shouldn't have done.
Well, it hasn't reached me. Will it?
I went to see Kit Hughes to warn him off contacting my mum.
No one wants this for you. I'd probably camped outside his door myself, but don't sacrifice your career over him. Your dad wouldn't have wanted that. We haven't got any evidence. No forensic, no DNA or prints that put Hughes at the scene. And he has an alibi. He's not a suspect.
Yes, sir.
Go and spend some time with your mum. And no detours.
Thank you.
Why is she not here?
Calm down. Give it time. Got something she wants. David told me you're meeting the chief superintendent tonight. How you feeling about that?
Well, there's a lot riding on it. Safety of your family, for one.
Yeah, my family is safe. I made sure of that.
Yeah, but you can't see them.
Do you really believe the chief super's linked to these 3 murders?
He's not a killer. I know that. But he's weak. I believe he's been manipulated.
So what are you planning on saying to him?
I wish I knew.
Let's hope you're right. And whatever he's got himself into, he wants a way out.
How much longer?
I told you, I don't want to do this.
Now, take it easy. Remember to get her talking. Dig a hole for herself. We're just over the road.
Surprise, surprise. Melanie Palmer.
Stacey, stop talking. Start playing with your phone. You're just walking in.
You brought it?
Yeah? Well, hurry up then.
Why don't you make it a bit more obvious? So you're not gonna hurt me now, like did Leon, right?
And you got what you wanted. What? Nothing. Leon's dead.
I heard. Keep quiet about this, and then I won't have to come and find you.
I'd have liked a bit more of a confession.
What about my money? I told you it wasn't yours to sell.
It's mine. Leon's greedy. We should have finished him off 10 years ago.
That's good enough for me.
She's leaving, she's got it.
Who are you talking to?
Try me.
Give me your hands.
I'm going to search you.
Can I go now?
Not yet.
Melanie Palmer, I'm arresting you on suspicion of the murder of Leon Renton.
You what?
And for handling stolen goods. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention it.
We're not that bothered about a 10-year-old robbery, Melanie. If you had nothing to do with Leon's murder, tell us the truth.
Okay. We robbed the jewelry. But your lot showed up. So we all went different ways. Leon had the bag. He reckoned he ditched it in the chase. Yeah, right. I owed a lot of money back then. I was desperate. That's why I helped Kit beat Leon up.
And what about now?
Why would I kill Leon? Finally getting my share of the job. Listen, I'm not the one who ended up doing time for killing that teacher.
Are you talking about Kit Hughes?
He could never let anything go.
What do you mean?
Mr. Fitzgerald got Kit expelled from school for violence. And then there we were, giving Leon a kick-in for ripping us off. Suddenly, Mr. Fitzgerald's coming out of nowhere, trying to stop Leon from getting his head kicked in. Kit just starts laughing in his face, taunting him.
What about?
Mr. Fitzgerald's teenage daughter, saying what he'd like to do to her and that.
Mum! I've got a guest.
We talked about this.
I got fed up waiting for your lot to fix this window, so I asked Kit to come and help me patch it up. Welcome to come in.
Mr. Fitzgerald, he goes crazy, screaming at Kit to keep his hands off his daughter. Which gave Kit an excuse to really put the boot in. I mean, like he said after, he'd been waiting a long time to wipe the smile off Fitzgerald's face.
Kit Hughes puts himself out as a reformed character these days. He has an alibi. His outreach worker vouched for him at the time of the murder.
Grant Jennings?
What?
He's Kit's cousin.
I wanted to chat.
No, let's have a chat. Oh, Billy. What do you want, huh? Can you not see that this makes me happy?
Your mother's a very spiritual person.
This is not a conversation that you're a part of.
We have to share what's inside, or we can't understand each other.
Do you have to talk like that?
It matters. I'm sorry, but it means something to me that Kit wants to talk about who he is now. It mattered to me that Leon got a decent job. All that responsibility after everything in his past, that he could share that with me.
Mum, did you meet with Leon?
Grant Jennings and Kit Hughes are cousins, but with different surnames. Something Kit Hughes neglected to mention.
So Kit Hughes' alibi for the murder of Leon Renton?
Is looking decidedly shaky.
I'll get Hughes picked up on suspicion of murder and perverting the course of justice.
You told my detective inspector you hadn't seen Leon in a year. Did you lie?
Of course I didn't lie. After I'd spent time talking to Kit, I had a yearning to go and speak to Leon. I went to Leon's house, but he wasn't in.
When was this, Mum?
Yesterday.
I phoned Kit Hughes' dad. He isn't there, and he hasn't been back to the centre.
Control. Officer requiring urgent assistance. Belford Road, E14.
It's Billy's mum's address.
Did he ask you where he could find Leon?
I would never ask Marcia for that.
You went to Leon's house, Mum.
Oh, yes. And only because I wanted Leon to know how different Kit was, that he had nothing to fear.
Mum, he followed you. He saw Leon's car that he was a locksmith, and he called him out last night. Kit, you played my mum so you could get to Leon, and then you killed him, didn't you?
No, it's not true. Look, maybe I should just go.
No, wait. Billy, please, stop this. Billy, please listen to me, please.
Control. Officer is confronting murder suspect. The name Kid Heard.
Please,
Mum.
Just wait a minute. Wait a minute, Kit. You don't understand.
Mum.
He's trying. Please, just wait a minute, okay, Billy? Please.
Mum, I
please.
can't.
Ah!
Get away from the door.
Leave her alone.
Get away from the door.
Just put the knife down, Kit.
Get away from the door.
I don't know what you want from me.
Oh, be quiet. Tell your daughter to do the right thing. Do the right thing.
Oh.
Units attending. Belford Estate. Suspect has a knife.
Okay, Kit. I'm moving away from the door, all right? Now leave.
Suspect exiting Carter's Estate E14.
Please, help me. Please, help me. You gotta help me. Billy! Billy!
Are you all right? It's gonna be all right, mate. It's all right. It's all right. Just stay calm, yeah? Stay calm. Billy!
Ambulance message, Carter's Estate. Detective Constable Fitzgerald.
Mate, just breathe. All right?
Hey.
Kit Hughes is out of surgery. And with the evidence we've got, he'll be going down for Leon's murder. Like you should have done for your dad's.
Good.
We're looking after your mum. She was a little shaken up.
Don't know what I'm going to say to her. There's naive, and then there's...
Just be there, I reckon.
I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't shown up. I wanted him to die. I wanted him to feel the life draining out of him like my dad. I'm no better than him.
You're a copper. And you're decent. And he's a lowlife who deserved what he got. And he would have done the right thing.
Going my way?
Sure. Thanks.
They do food here if you're hungry. You always did like tapas.
This isn't a social occasion.
Really? Well, when you said let's go for a drink after all we've been through, I assumed you wanted to talk about us.
Why on earth would I want to do that?
Yeah, I'll say one thing about you, Vivian. You may be a cold-hearted bitch, but at least you're consistent. When you said it's over, it was over. Didn't see you for dust.
Do you really not know what it is I want to talk to you about?
You should go.
If anyone were to see us, you're just having a drink with your ex-wife. For old time's sake.
And what are we really doing?
I'm a police officer. Helping a fellow officer. Who I suspect is in a whole load of trouble.
Not here, darling.
No, I know. Don't worry about that now. I was thinking, should I pick up some fish and chips? Yeah, like Dad used to. Takeaway treat night special, yeah. Okay, just wait for me. I'll phone you when I'm on my way up. Okay, see ya.
Billy, I want you to say, your instincts were good.
I didn't go about it the right way.
I know today's been hard. Just make sure you learn from it.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Vivienne's gone to meet Mulgrew.
Do you think she can persuade him to talk?
Well, if she can't, I don't know who can.
Time was you couldn't stand the Sarge. What's changed?
I got to know her. Vivienne is one of the best detectives I've ever worked with.
Well, I could have told you that.
Well, you know me, Rob. Slow on the uptake.
So, tell me what you think you know.
Well, as you may recall, a young police officer, Tyler Bates, was murdered outside a pub in Poplar nearly a year ago. We have reason to believe that the killer is a serving police officer.
Go on.
Grace Harper, who was the landlady of the pub where Constable Bates was killed, she saw who did it. And she was prepared to identify the killer, but then she was murdered too while she was in police protection. Her brother-in-law, Harry Steadman, told someone that the killer would never be caught because he had friends in high places. And then he was murdered. That is 3 people dead, Jack. 3. Murdered by a serving police officer. You have to tell me who that officer is. Help us put a stop to this.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know you anymore.
This Grace Harper,
Yes,
you say she was killed while she was in police protection.
she was. Someone in the force told the killer where she was hiding out. It was you. Wasn't it?
In my experience, it takes a great deal to persuade someone to turn the supergrass, especially when one such witness has already been killed. Now, if David Bradford wants anybody to inform on this corrupt officer, he'd better be offering something totally cast iron in return. A guarantee the next informant won't end up dead.
I'll talk to David.
Yeah. You do that.
It's gonna be okay.
Wish I could believe you.
You don't know it was him.
Don't I? You better do something quick, otherwise I'm dead. Now that he's seen us together, we both are.
Thank you. Bye.
Look, I reckon he's been dead about a month. We'll have to wait for the post-mortem to confirm cause of death, but it looks like he's been hit over the head.
If this is the victim's passport, his name's Peter Hodges. According to the system, he was reported missing 4 weeks ago.
Wait, why?
His wife.
You got an address?
Home and work. She's a university professor.
Let's do the death knot.
Doesn't the Sarge want to take a look at this?
She's happy for us to get on with it. The sergeant's got other priorities this morning.
This is our suitcase. These are my husband's possessions. We've only been married a year.
We're very sorry for your loss.
We're going to need your assistance with a forensic sample for a comparison. Something belonging to Peter.
Of course.
Did Peter take his phone the morning he went missing? It's not been recovered as yet.
The missing persons team asked me to look, but I couldn't find it.
We understand the MISPA case has been downgraded.
Yes. One of the neighbors saw my husband leaving. He had a suitcase with him. The detectives decided it proved his disappearance wasn't suspicious. I'd say they were wrong, would you?
The neighbour who saw Peter leaving.
Mrs. McCarthy?
Yeah, which side is she?
Right, number 17. What do you need?
His comb, a pair of glasses, his pillowcase.
I might as well tell you, we were sleeping in separate rooms.
Poor guy. I can't believe he was murdered. Sorry. It's a shock.
You gave a statement to the missing persons team that you saw him leaving the house on Friday the 17th of last month. What time was that?
It was about 8:30 a.m. That's when my husband rings. He works away a lot in Manchester, phones before his first meeting. I was standing here, clearing up after the kids. I saw Mr. Hodges leave the house.
With a suitcase?
Yes.
What happened next?
My husband rang. My phone was in the kitchen. By the time I came back in here, Mr. Hodges was gone.
You didn't see where he went from there?
No. Like I said, he was gone.
With separate rooms. Do you mind if I ask?
Before I met Peter, he was always in debt, serious debt. When we got married, he asked me to take charge of the money so he couldn't fret it away. He even arranged to have his salary paid into my account.
And how did that work?
I gave him a basic allowance in cash, just enough to cover his day-to-day expenses. And it worked well for a while. But,
But what?
we still loved each other. But Peter was growing increasingly resentful. He told me he didn't feel like a man anymore.
I've been going through Peter Hodges' financials. He had a savings account of his own. 2 days before he disappeared, he paid in £5,000 in cash.
Interesting.
I also went through the receipts in his wallet, and I found one for a cafe next door to the bank. 2 coffees, 2 sandwiches, 20 minutes after he deposited the 5K.
So he wasn't alone?
I requested the bank's CCTV. I'll send it to you now.
That is Charlie Hill, Peter's older brother. He's a car dealer.
Hill?
Peter took my surname when we married. He was keen to make a clean break, especially from his brother.
They didn't get on?
Charlie didn't approve of our relationship. He described Peter as my lapdog.
And you had no idea Peter was in contact with Charlie again?
As far as I knew, Peter had cut him out of his life for good. But then, Charlie always was the arch manipulator.
How come we're out and about and the Sarge is in the office doing all the grunt work?
We're sleeping in separate bedrooms.
Some people do.
That's not a marriage.
What's up with you lately?
I haven't seen my wife for days, or my kids.
How much longer have I got to be stuck in this dump?
It's been a long night.
It was the best we could do at such short notice.
If you would just give us a name, none of this would be necessary.
Guarantee my safety, and I will.
You're protecting a murderer. A serving police officer who has killed 3 people.
That is why I need to be absolutely sure that you are going to keep me safe before I tell anyone anything.
What about your duty? The oath you swore.
You swore you'd stay with me till death us do part. What happened to that?
Is he going to come through? Tell us what we need to know.
Your guess is as good as mine.
You shouldn't be out and about. I want you to go straight to the office and stay there.
She just walked out on me, you know. Didn't even leave a note. I got home. Vivian had packed up her stuff and gone.
Mr. Hill?
Who's asking?
Detective Constable Billy Fitzgerald. This is Detective Constable Rob Brady.
What's this about?
Your brother, Peter Hodges.
Was he turned up?
I'm very sorry to tell you, Peter was found dead.
Dead? Has there been an accident?
No, the circumstances are being treated as suspicious.
What does that mean?
Mr. Hill, we're investigating your brother's murder.
Sir.
You told the missing persons team that you haven't seen your brother in months. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
But before I ask you that question again, I need you to take a look at some CCTV.
This was just over 4 weeks ago.
Pete didn't want Cassidy to know we were meeting.
How come?
Because she's controlling, suffocating. She treated him like a child. He had to ask her for every penny, permission to breathe.
Why were you in the bank together 2 days before he disappeared?
I lent him some cash.
Why?
An escape fund.
Well, how do you explain the fact that the money's still in Peter's account? He never touched it.
What? No, I just assumed that when he disappeared, he'd used it to get away from that witch.
So your brother didn't contact you after he left?
No.
You sure? Do I need to remind you this is a murder investigation?
I swear I've never heard from Pete again.
This is Peter Hodges, 33 years old. He worked in maintenance at Royal Ashford University for the last 8 years, which is where he met his wife, Cassidy.
She's a doctor, neuroscience, proper high flyer, written books and everything.
They sound very chalk and cheese.
They are. Our victim has a history of getting himself into serious financial trouble.
According to Cassidy, when they got married, Peter asked her to take care of their finances, keep him out of any temptation.
That's not how his brother sees it. He reckons Peter was the victim of coercive control. You should meet Cassidy Hodges, Sarge. See what you make of her.
Okay, set it up.
Sarge, I've been talking to Rob, or rather he's been talking to me.
About?
The fact that he had to send his family away because they were threatened.
What else did he say?
Only that I should speak to you.
Is Vivian seeing anyone?
The detective sergeant is a very private person.
What about you and her?
I'm not going to dignify that with an answer.
Turn you down, did she?
Get a life.
You have no idea of the pressure.
You're a disgrace.
I am still your senior officer.
So what are you going to do? Report me?
So the chief super has been covering for a murderer.
This guy killed Tyler Bates, Grace Harper, and Harry Steadman.
But Tyler Bates was a police officer.
We think the killer is too.
So the minute I met Margot, I didn't like him. Something really creepy about him. I need to respond to this.
Look, Billy. Not a word to anybody.
Yeah, of course.
This is my detective sergeant.
Vivian Cole.
I take it you spoke to Peter's brother.
We did.
Let me guess. According to Charlie Hill, I'm a control freak. A monster. He said it to my face often enough.
Why do you think Peter was back in contact with his brother again?
To have a good time, spend money, be carefree. My husband was addicted to spending. He knew that he had to go cold turkey to have any chance of conquering that addiction.
So you took charge of the finances?
Tell me, Sergeant, are you married?
I was.
Then it might be foreign to you that in a trusting relationship, what's mine is yours is quite normal.
Were you aware that Pete's had a savings account?
No, I was not. Was there any money in it?
£5,000.
According to Charlie, it was his running away fund.
But the odd thing is that he never got around to spending any of it.
All that means is that he was killed before he could withdraw it.
The press reporting of Peter Hodges' murder has paid dividends. A local journalist received an anonymous tip-off about the morning he disappeared. The caller saw a car hanging around outside the Hodges house. The description they gave of the car is of interest. An orange Subaru Impreza rear spoiler.
Sounds like the car Charlie Hill was working on this morning, eh?
Yeah, the one he was so keen to cover up when we arrived.
Yeah, so maybe Dr. Hodges was right about Charlie Hill.
Officers, you got any news?
Where's the car you were working on this morning? The souped-up Subaru?
So the owner came to collect it.
Can we get their name and address?
Yeah, be in the office.
For an orange Subaru Impreza, no call index. Driver is wanted in connection with the murder of Peter Hodges. That's the car.
So much for a customer collecting it.
He's locked it.
Of course he has. Yeah, it's DC Brady.
It's open now.
Number plates are false.
Surprise, surprise. St. Christopher.
Wasn't our murder victim wearing one of these in their photo?
Looks like a match to me.
Yeah.
According to Cassidy Hodges, Peter never took off the St. Christopher.
So it's definitely his.
I reckon so, but the lab will confirm it.
So, dead or alive, Peter Hodges was in the stolen car that his brother's driving?
At some point.
David, what's happening?
What's that for?
I can't imagine what you've been going through. One thing I don't understand, though. How did Vivian and David get the chief super to play ball?
The Sarge didn't tell you absolutely everything then?
What?
Vivian and Mulgrew used to be married.
Rob, we need you to take over from the detective inspector at the safe house. He needs to go to HQ.
I'm on my way.
Detective Constable Fitzgerald. Thanks for letting me know. Charlie Hill just handed himself in. Apparently, he's worried we think he killed his brother.
I wonder why he thinks that.
I didn't kill Pete.
Why did you run then?
Panicked.
Why?
Because of that orange Subaru.
We suspect that it's stolen. The engine and chassis numbers have been removed.
Tell us, Charlie. Did you do that?
Yes. Me and Pete, we were stealing cars.
When did this start?
A few months back, Pete needed some cash to leave Cassidy. He was always good with electronics. He got hold of, like a scanner. He'd point it at the car and the owner thinks it's secure when it's locked, but it isn't.
The thing is, we're not so concerned that the car was stolen. What we care about is whether your brother Peter was ever inside the Subaru.
Nah, never.
Are you sure?
100%.
Perhaps you'd like to explain this then.
It's the St. Christopher's medal. It's like the one Cassidy gave to Pete.
It was found in the boot of the orange Subaru.
Nah, that's impossible.
Why?
I told you, Pete was never in that car. I only nicked the Subaru last week.
So you can't explain Peter St. Christopher being in the Subaru?
Could someone have planted it there?
Well, it's possible, I guess.
How?
Well, the same way Pete got into the cars he nicked. Using the scanner.
Charlie's story holds up. The orange Subaru was reported stolen 3 weeks after Peter went missing.
So who planted the evidence?
How's he been?
Pain in the neck.
I am sorry, you know.
About what?
That he threatened your kids. I assume they're still safe.
They are.
I'm glad to hear that.
So what kind of hold has this guy got over you?
He saved my life, which meant that I owed him big time.
Did you know I used to box? I wasn't half bad. I could paste you all over those walls. Believe me, nothing would give me greater satisfaction.
Why don't you then?
Because I need you to identify the man that threatened my kids. And I need him to be locked up. Behind bars. So that I can hold my babies in my arms again.
You are kidding me.
What?
Mila McCarthy, the Hodges neighbour. There's no way she could have seen Peter Hodges leaving around 8:30 on that Friday morning.
How come?
When I spoke to her this morning, something wasn't right, so I ran a check on her financials. According to her debit account records, Mila was putting petrol in her car at 8:27, 3 miles from home. Can we come in?
What's going on?
I'm going to arrest you for murdering Peter Hodges and for perverting the course of justice, and then these officers are going to conduct a search of your property.
What's going on?
We've made an arrest.
Listen, McCarthy, you think she killed Peter?
I can't say much at the moment. I'll ask the detective sergeant to give you a ring, bring you up to speed. Mila, you gave a statement saying you saw Peter Hodges leave home at around 8:30 on the morning he disappeared. This is a receipt for petrol paid for on your debit card at 8:27. It's quite the trick being in 2 places at once.
I dropped my kids off at school. Got some petrol on the way to the supermarket.
Did you see Peter Hodges leave the house with a suitcase?
No.
I looked at Peter Hodges' call data again. The last time he used his mobile was at 9 o'clock on the Thursday night.
So he could have been killed before Friday?
That's what I'm thinking. This is footage from a CCTV camera near the deposition site on Thursday, just before midnight. I can't get a clear registration yet, but I'm sure that's Mila McCarthy's car.
You know, if Mila is the killer, then she'd have to have planted the St. Christopher in Charlie's car.
Using a scanner. I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, so do I. Who would be clever enough and arrogant enough to think that they could get away with all of this?
Cassidy Hodges.
Exactly. What were you doing in the evening of Thursday the 16th?
The night. All night.
Yes.
You didn't go out?
No.
Then what was your car doing near Millwall Stadium at 23:48 that evening? That is your car, isn't it?
Yes.
Mila, did you kill Peter Hodges?
No.
Then who did?
I can't tell you.
Why?
I just can't.
Right, she's coming in.
Who is?
The victim's wife, Cassidy Hodges. I told her I want to update her on the progress of the investigation.
And what are you really up to?
We think she killed her husband.
We just have to prove it. How's it going?
Good. The Deputy Assistant Commissioner will be here soon. Rob's bringing Margaret in to speak to her.
We have a deal?
Yes, I think we do.
He doesn't deserve to be protected. After what he's done, he should be going to prison.
We have reason to believe that your husband was killed on the Thursday night, which means we need to recalibrate our investigation timeline. Can you tell me where you were that evening?
As I told you, I was out to dinner with friends. Italian restaurant on Opera Street.
What time did you get home?
Late. Very late. I walked all the way.
From Upper Street?
Yes, I'd been drinking. Wanted to clear my head. I left the restaurant about 11:30, so I can't have got home till nearly 1 o'clock in the morning.
When you got home, did you see your husband? Speak to him?
No, I assumed he was fast asleep.
In his own room?
That's right.
One more thing. Where were you between 10 and 11 o'clock this morning?
At home. Coming to terms with my husband being murdered.
Thank you. That's very helpful.
Cassidy Hodges told us she was out for dinner with friends the night her husband was killed. The dinner checks out, but she paid for a meal earlier than she told us. If she caught a taxi rather than walked,
she could have been home in 20 minutes.
So she had plenty of time to get home, kill her husband, and dispose of his body. When was the body dumped?
Just before midnight. CCTV shows Mila's car in the area.
I requested urgent call data for Cassidy's phone. She told us she was home this morning.
Grieving.
But cell site puts her very close to Charlie's garage.
And what was she up to?
She was planting her husband, St. Christopher, in the car that she took to be Charlie's.
All right, that's more than enough for me. Arrest her and search her home address.
Thank you for waiting.
I've had enough. You can call a taxi for me.
Circumstances have changed.
What do you mean circumstances have changed?
Cassidy Hodges, I'm arresting you on suspicion of the murder of your husband, Peter Hodges.
I came in here voluntarily.
You do not have to say anything that may harm your defense if you do not mention, when questioned, something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Just need to swing by my office, pick up a couple of personal items. Won't take a moment.
Make it quick.
Mila, I'm Detective Inspector David Bradford. I'm here to tell you that we've arrested Cassidy Hodges on suspicion of murdering her husband.
Why don't you tell us what really happened, Mila?
Cassidy bashed Pete's head in.
Go on.
Cassidy came home early. Found us in bed together.
You were having an affair.
We slept together a few times. We were both lonely. That night we were saying goodbye. He had enough money to leave her.
What happened when Cassidy found you together?
She went crazy. Shouting and screaming at Pete. He tried to lock himself in the bathroom. She was so strong. He didn't stand a chance.
Did you see Cassidy kill Peter?
No. I heard a terrible noise. Then it all went quiet. By the time I got to the bathroom door, he was on the floor. There was so much blood.
Did you see what Cassidy hit Peter with?
No, not really. It was in her hand. Something shiny.
What happened next?
Cassidy said it was all my fault. She threatened to tell my husband what I'd been up to. I couldn't let her do that.
And then?
Cassidy can't drive. She made me drive my car so she could dump Pete's body. It was horrible.
In here, Detective, if you don't mind.
What have you found?
This is a joke.
When did you last see Charlie Hill?
I told you. Over a year ago at our engagement party.
You didn't call around today?
Of course not.
Cell site data for your phone shows you close to Charlie Hill's garage this morning. You were there from 10:26 until 10:31.
Plenty of time to plant evidence in a car.
You might be interested to know your trip was a waste of time. Charlie didn't steal the car until 3 weeks after Peter was killed, when Peter's body had already been dumped.
When did you leave the restaurant? The night before you reported your husband missing?
It was well after 11, closer to 12.
And yet you paid the bill not long after 10 o'clock.
I hung around, chatted to staff, had another drink.
Mila McCarthy told us what really happened that Thursday night.
Did she tell you she killed Peter? They'd been having an affair. He told her he was leaving and she killed him.
Really? And you've been covering for her all this time? Why would you do that?
We're searching your house. The forensic team have found blood and tissue matter in your bathroom. We're assuming both belong to your husband, but the lab will confirm that. We also found fragments of glass, consistent with someone breaking a mirror with great force. Can you show me your hands, Dr. Hodges? I can see healing cuts on your hands. How did you get those?
I hit him with the mirror.
So you admit that you killed Peter?
Yes.
Was Mila McCarthy involved?
No.
Whose idea was it to say that she saw Peter leaving?
Mine.
It worked. Until your husband's body was found.
By the way, when did you find the scanner?
A couple of weeks after. Once I'd worked out what it was for, I realized that is how Peter was stealing cars. After everything I had done to get him on the straight and narrow.
Not such a trusting relationship after all.
Charlie Hill did his best to destroy my marriage. And as for Mila McCarthy, having sex with my husband in my house.
You blackmailed her, and you made her move your husband's body with you.
Will she be charged? As an accessory?
The Crown Prosecution Service has authorized charges against her.
Then today hasn't been all bad.
Boss, we got a problem.
You were right about coercive control. Good instincts.
Thanks. Rob said something earlier.
What?
He said you were married to the chief super.
What about it?
He told me you didn't even know Mr. Mulgrave.
Sorry about that. I was lying. We've just charged Cassidy Hodges with murder.
What's happened?
Chief Superintendent Mulgrew.
I'm sorry, he gave me the slip.
Cracked Rob with a golf club.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. Just feel a bit stupid.
There he is.
He clearly changed his mind about giving evidence.
Where would you go, Vivian? Out the country?
Possibly.
He'd need his passport. Would he risk going home?
When we were married, he hid things in his locker at the gym.
Hereford Gym. Same one I go to. I've seen him in there.
Billy, you're with me.
Yeah.
Rob, line up urgent cell site for Mulgrew. On it.
How could he be so reckless?
I want you to stay here. That is an order, Sergeant.
Can I help you?
Please, we need access to the men's changing area and one of the lockers.
Down there.
Where are you? Don't panic. I'm on my way.
His locker's empty. We've missed him.
Vivian, you were right. Mulgrew came here. But we don't know where he is now.
He's here. He's with me. He's dead.
दिल दिया सोनिया जानिया हुण रात नू नी सोंदे दिल दिया सोनिया जानिया हुण रात नू नी सोंदे तेरे कोलू वक्त हो के हुण लुक लुक रोंदे तेरे कोलू वक्त हो के हुण लुक लुक रोंदे दिल दिया सोनिया जानिया तन सानू फोन कीता दिल दिया सोनिया जानिया तन सानू फोन कीता ओदा के मेरी शक्कना दी मेरे जिगर दा फोन कीता ताके मेरी शक्कना दी मेरे जिगर दा फोन कीता दिल दिया सोने जानिया क्यों साडे नाल दगा वे कीता दिल दिया सोने जानिया क्यों साडे नाल दगा वे कीता कुछ दिल जख्मी कोलू तेनू किस जुदा कीता कुछ दिल जख्मी कोलू तेनू किस जुदा कीता दिल दिया सोने जानिया छोड़ा नहीं से सकता सी दिल दिया सोने जानिया छोड़ा नहीं से सकता सी तेरे कोलू दूर हो के कदे रह नहीं हो सकता सी तेरे कोलू दूर हो के कदे रह नहीं हो सकता सी दिल दिया सोने जानिया एव छोड़ वे पै गेनी दिल दिया सोने जानिया एव छोड़ वे पै गेनी हो तेरे नाल जीने दे अरमान ही रह गेनी तेरे नाल जीने दे अरमान ही रह गेनी दिल दिया सोने जानिया किस्सा ही मुका सटिया दिल दिया सोने जानिया किस्सा ही मुका सटिया वो चंगे भले वसदे सां तकदीर रुला सटिया चंगे भले वसदे सां तकदीर रुला सटिया दिल दिया सोने जानिया किस्मत दे खेल होंदे दिल दिया सोने जानिया किस्मत दे खेल होंदे जिन्ना सच्चा प्यार होंदा नहीं दुनिया ते मेल होंदे जिन्ना सच्चा प्यार होंदा नहीं दुनिया ते मेल होंदे दिल दिया सोने जानिया कुछ गल्लू मजबूर होंदे दिल दिया सोने जानिया कुछ गल्लू मजबूर होंदे सुखी नहीं जावेद वेखे जड़े सज्जना तू दूर होंदे सुखी नहीं जावेद वेखे जड़े सज्जना तू